Hey everyone, Skull902 back here once again for Super Mario World. This is part 6, and as you can see, we've gone back. So, there wasn't something, or rather there was something I didn't tell you about before deliberately. Because, oops. In order to get a 96 exit game, there's so many exits and whatnot, you have to learn your way to navigating all of the different kinds of exits. Yes, it's not just those one like ticker tape goal things. I think ticker tape was the wrong word, but you know what I mean. It's not just the normal goals at the end of most levels. You know, there are different kinds of ways you can exit a level as well. And we're about to see one such example. Technically there are 4, but only one level ends in the third way, so that's kind of like an interesting case. And if we want to get technical, I guess beating a boss would be like a 5th way to doing that, but that's neither here nor there. I didn't die, this just took me like way too fucking long to do. But here we are. We even saw one in the last part, but there's a keyhole, and in certain levels, and you'll know which ones they are because like on the map screen there'll be like a little marker, and if it's yellow it has just the standard exit. If it's red it has if it's red, holy shit, if I can just words for a moment. If it's red, it will have the key and the hole. So there we are. And now that we've gotten the first secret in the game, we can access what is one of my favorite levels in the entire game here, Donut Secret here. It's like the first underwater specific level. And, like, I really fucking love the underwater theme in this game. It is, it's not quite Mario 3 level, but it's very relaxing and everything. It's the exact kind of thing that you want from a water level. We'll be visiting again. We'll be visiting this level again, I should say. Words, come on. But I'll make sure to hold that off for like near the end of the part so that it doesn't get stale. So yeah, there is a secret exit in this one too. You did see me swim past the keyhole, so that's how you know. But that's basically it about like secret exits and whatnot. Beating this one just standard unlocks another way to get to this ghost house. And so, something about this ghost house, actually, before I move on to the next subject, that I find pretty enjoyable, is that this has one of the best secrets in the game. I didn't know about this until fucking years later, but if you just fly up to the left, there's this ceiling to the level. And just run past it, and the game's gonna reward you with 4 1-up mushrooms. Make sure not to spawn all 4 of them at the same time, because with the amount of sprites on screen, the game actually can't handle it, and you'll lose one of them. But doing that and then going through the exit up on the top leads to a nice little place. It's much like Yoshi's house, where like Yoshi's house is an interesting sort of bit where like the timer doesn't exist basically, and you can just visit it whenever you want, but it's really only relevant to get that one piece of story that we saw earlier in the game. But this is Top Secret Area, and the cool fucking thing about Top Secret Area is there's all these boxes here. One of them contains a Yoshi, and if you have a Yoshi, of course, that means that it contains an extra life. But on the one side, we have fire flowers. On the other side, we have cape feathers, which is fucking cool. I really love that. You know, it's great. So very helpful, you know, with the secret exits, and a really nice hidden one too. I didn't notice that for the longest time. But yeah, so moving on with the topics of discussion and everything, you probably will have noticed by now. I certainly hope that you haven't started watching the playthrough with, you know, one of the later parts. But you may have noticed I'm doing machinimas for the Super Mario World LP, as well as Sonic Adventure 2 as a part of this holiday LP block. And I want to talk about the production of Machinima for a bit, because I really like doing it. And I'd like to also like help anybody out if they themselves want to make one. So yeah, I also did this. I also did Machinima for my Sonic Adventure and Sonic 3 and K LPs. And what I'll say about those is, oh right, yeah. Normally you're supposed to take a vine up there, but I want to keep my Yoshi, so. You know, if you're really good at navigating your flight, you can make it up there with a Yoshi. You know, it's a tiny little space that you need to fly through, but it's definitely possible. And that leads to the green switch palace. Oh yes, there's more than yellow. And basically, playing without the other blocks is kind of like a hard mode for the game. I kind of fucked up getting a chance at a 1-up, unfortunately. But yeah, you know, it's like choosing your difficulty with how many switches that you've thrown, basically, is what I was trying to say. Green blocks will give you cape feathers also, so that's very nice. But yeah, just on the topic of Machinima, I've done it for 4 LPs now. There's going to be more for Super Mario World. And in fact, there's going to be one attached at the end of this part. So, hip hip hooray. Part 6 here is going to have one of the nice, lovely Machinimas. Or well, the quality of the Machinima is up to you. But in terms of like making them, you know, I'd say if you're going to make Machinima based on like, or rather use a video game as the source of your Machinima, because it also depends on people's definition. My definition is that it's done in like a real-time sort of environment. So that would be like a video game, not necessarily something edited in Source Filmmaker or Gmod. I have a whole video on that, but it's easier if the game is 2D. Specifically, if it's 2D and your characters can look up and down without like the camera also adjusting for that. So, you know, I can look up in Super Mario World without the camera panning up. I can look in Sonic 3 without the camera panning up, like immediately, anyway. And that gives the illusion of the characters talking. Of course. It works surprisingly well. You know, I remember watching the Sonic Tales back in the day and being, like, kind of amazed that it worked like that. But, you know, it's pretty cool for things to work that way. And whatnot. In 3D games, it's a little easier. Because you don't necessarily need the characters to bob their head in order to give the idea of talking. They just gotta be moving in some sort of way, and in like the platformers that I've been doing these skits in, you know, the characters all have idle animations, so it's like they already kind of have like a life to them, and everything. So it's not too bad in 3D. But something else that's important, though, is keeping up synchronization. And what I like to do is I have, like, a clip from when I was originally filming the Sonic 3 and Knuckles Machinima, where I go, okay, syncing in 3, 2, 1, go. And, like, say if it's a 2D game here, like with Mario World, I used that clip to help me out. If it's a 2D game, then that's the point, the 3, 2, 1, where I'll start, like, practicing the head movements in order to make sure that I am, like, getting things on time and whatnot. There's a little bit of space between go and when, like, the voice clip actually starts. But, like, if you've listened to the voice clip, for me, it takes, like, just one listen most of the time, but, you know, it may take, like, multiple listens for you. But if you understand, like, when the actual voice acting that you want to sync to starts, then you're going to have a pretty good idea of how to, you know, sync up these details and make sure that, like, you know, your characters actually look like they're talking. Because, of course, the head bobbing is only one part of it. Making sure that the head movements are all done in time is, you know, another thing. And, you know, making it look like the voice is coming out when it's supposed to. For video editing, I use Sony Vegas, or specifically with 3&K, I used Vegas Movie Studio 11, and for the other three, I used what is now Magic's Vegas Pro 14. And basically at that point, if you know how to sync up your clips... Oh, man, I'm sorry, Koopa. Sorry for leaving you out there like that. That poor Koopa, he didn't deserve that. But if you already know, like, how to edit the syncing together and whatnot, then it's just all down to, like, color correction and how tight you want to edit things together. I missed a Starman like a fucking moron, and now I'm not going to be able to get all the Dragon coins. Or Yoshi coins. Or, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I have 4 of the 5. I forget exactly how this goes. But I certainly can't walk on these guys. The little nibblers. I keep forgetting munchers. That's what they're called. They come back from Mario 3. And my god, they are bastards. Very popular in ROM hacks. Oh, I did get the coin. Cool. But, you know, like with the Machinima, I'm basically just trying to say, like, you know, it's up to you on, like, how tight you want to make the cuts. And, of course, there's also things like color correction and everything. Of course, this also depends on your level of experience as well, you know. If you don't want to make things too daunting on yourself, like, just make one as a test. That's perfectly fine. Or if you're just starting out, it's more acceptable to be using something like Windows Movie Maker or whatever the case may be. You know, you got to work with what you have after all. And you know, if what you're envisioning is possible within your limitations, then you know you shouldn't feel discouraged from going for it. And whatnot. So that's basically what I wanted to say. As far as like the syncing with 3D goes, I do that too. I use the sync clips with filming like 3D Machinima as well. It's just that's basically more so if I need to time a certain action. As opposed to, like, you know, moving the character's head or whatever, because, you know, I'm using, like, platformer games where head bobbing isn't necessarily a possibility in 3D. But, like, I'll give you a good example, just before we get to this secret boss fight. The Knuckles skit. You know, the KTE life in SA1, like, he was talking about how he owned Tails' workshop, and Tails notices him, so I needed to sync things up so that I knew when to make Knuckles start running away, and when to have him, like, turn back and look at the workshop and everything. So yeah, that's a little 101 on Machinima and everything, and I hope that you enjoy the one that's included in this LP, and I'm gonna have to fucking explain the boss in overtime. Nothing new for Skull 902, but I hope you enjoy the Machinima in this, and as well as Sonic Adventure 2, because they're all coming around the same point. Star Road, eh? Maybe later. Maybe later. But yeah, that'll just about do it here for the secrets in the Donut Plains. In the next part of Super Mario World, it's going to be the secrets of the Vanilla Dome, so that'll be pretty interesting. But before I go, I do want to talk about that boss fight, because my little brother, of the ones in our family, discovered the boss fight with the ghost. And that's like another one of the cool things that they did with the secrets in this game. You know, like they seem to all involve ghost houses. Come to think of it, all the like coolest of the secrets. But there's this boss battle that we just never knew of before that point. But my little brother was playing it, and that's actually how we discovered the Star Road as well, which I will get into. You know, maybe later. But basically the point of that boss fight is there are blue blocks hidden all around, or not hidden, they're right out in the open, but you're in an arena with blue blocks, and you know, they act the same way as they do in Mario 3. You pick them up, they're temporary, and you can throw them and whatnot, but you know, they also get rid of like the stability of the area that they're in, right? So you got to make sure that you can look up and hit the Big Boo without, you know, picking up so many of those blocks that you fall right through the floor and die. Plus, there are also 3 normal boos in the room, so you know, it's a thing about the timing and your positioning, where exactly you are. It's not too bad. Basically, like, If I were to give any advice, it would just be to watch the Big Boo while also making sure that you know exactly where you are, because, you know, you could throw up the block, not in that way, but you could throw the block up and hit the Big Boo, but then oh no, you're turned away from the little boos and they hit you. And I did lose my Super Mushroom during that boss fight, so you know, if I had been small Luigi, that could have killed me. I don't know if I lost it because I was turned away from the boos. It shows my fucking goldfish memory, but you know, just something to look out for. There's plenty of things that you need to watch out for: the floor, the position of the Big Boo, the position of the little boos, and your own position, so that you know when to throw. Knowing when to pick the block up, of course, is also key, because you could lose it. Again, it is temporary, and you can only hit the Big Boo when he's a solid sort of thing that you can see, because when he's moving around, he's transparent. You can't hit him like that. So a lot of factors go into that boss fight, but it's not too bad. It might sound daunting from that description, but you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, it's appropriately difficult for the world that the boss fight is kept in. So yeah, just wanted to say that about the boss fight. I've been going overtime for so fucking long now. So I'm gonna give my voice a rest and give you guys a rest until tomorrow. In part 7, I'll see you there. I've been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.
If you're a pet owner, it's important to treat your animal friends with the respect and dignity they deserve. Well, it doesn't count if he goes to Yoshi Heaven.